Alright, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. We are doing a sewer scope today here in Murray. Today is October 13th, 2025. We have the camera pushed out 108 feet to the city connection. And now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. We're at 4680 South Namba Way. So this first connection point is called the nose on. That's where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. A little bit of a flat spot here. Where it was holding a little bit of water. Not for very long, but it's always best to have better grade where you don't have standing water. You'll notice there's some running water. I run water through the tub to help push my camera out, and so moving water is just fine. But when we're seeing it cover my camera head, that's a low spot in the line. That's a belly.
He's down here, you're talking to your camera. Cool. How you doing, man?
A little bit of buildup through here, but not too bad. And you'll notice there's some text on the side of the pipe, and that's a sign that this line has a liner. And so a liner, they probably had cast iron or clay, and that had reached the end of its life. And so instead of digging it up and replacing the pipe with a new one, they blew a sleeve through it, and then they hardened it, and that's like having a new pipe inside the old one. So it's very similar to having a new sewer line. And as long as you have good grade, liners can be great, which for the most part it looks like this one does have good grade. We talked about that little bit of standing water, but the rest has looked much better. I didn't see that this house has any plumbing vents. You should have at least one plumbing vent. Otherwise things might not drain the way they should. It's more likely for the P-traps to get sucked dry, and then sewer gases can enter. Sleeve has a little bit of a ripple through here. You can see that little bit of a high spot, a little rough on the left side. There's another little bit of a ripple on that turn, causing it to hold a little bit of water as well. So that's standing water. That can get sticky as grease settles right there. Feet out, starting to see a little bit of standing water, but again only for a couple feet. You can tell where you do have that low spot, there's some grease stuck on the line. Over time you can have that hydrojetted, and that'll prevent waste from getting stuck there. That looks like an access point, and so probably outside the house there's another spot where the line should be accessed. Feet out, starting to go underwater completely, and so this spot is flat, and now we're going through a little cast iron which is under the house. So that's probably the weakest link, that belly and then the cast iron. Eventually cast iron will need to be replaced, and that cast iron is probably original from the 1920s. I know a lot's been rebuilt on this house, but it does look like that piece of the sewer is original. I'm going to end this recording now.